Hi, thank you for joining me. Today I decided to speak a little bit about mathematics, because sometimes we think to ourselves, now who needs all that math? You know what I'm saying? Why do we have all of these different ways to uh, compilate math? Why do we have to compute it this way and do that way, and why is it written out so complicated sometimes? What does it mean to us in life? What does mathematics mean to us? Matter of fact, what is it, period? Well, I kind of came up with that mathematics is the measurements and countings, and the depth of the things that we deal with in life, which is all kinds of things. Plants even have a length that they will grow, and they have different shapes. This. And when you are talking about mathematics, I would think that math is, like um, trying to use space for our best advantages. It for the best advantage, to the best advantage. For instance, I was in the kitchen. I had cut up a watermelon, and many times before when I had cut a watermelon up, it didn't matter whether it was a large one or a medium sized one. I usually end up with two or three containers to put it in, and that can be cumbersome. So this time, something just sort of came to me. Okay, lady, why don't you just make that watermelon square? Well, I had a container about like this, a container about, about this size, kind of a medium container. And it was about this, about 4 inches deep, and this is about 8 by 8 container. And so when I decided to, heard something say, cut it into flat pieces this time. Before it would be in wedges, maybe round pieces, just all kinds of shapes, not no specific shape, just trying to hurry up and get it done. But I think it's the order of things too when you're talking about mathematics, because the definition that I see with mathematics is using time, space, and area, well, space is area, but to the best convenient. Say for instance, when things are packy, sometimes we have stuff cluttered and we can't really figure out what to do. And there are those people who sometimes you see them and they just organize, so because mathematics is in their head better. They do things and they can, they put everything together so neatly. And you think you may even ask them, look, how do you do that? I mean, how did you and they just probably more mathematically inclined than some of us are, and so I began to see, how math is just in every single thing. I mean, there's hardly anything that we work with where math doesn't show up. Even in my glasses here, you see they are symmetric, and that means that on each side of them, they are almost the same. Shaped the same. Well, they probably measured them to be the same. And sometimes I've learned that when we try to measure something, especially without those, there's measuring tools that they use, like I think it's a angular tool, but it's for like when you're measuring pictures and frames. So, and it's like in straight up like this and like that. When you have something like this is called it's called a 90-degree angle, which is it's kind of like almost half. One side that's doing a triangle is doing a triangle from this hand to this hand here, the whole area where my face is now. That's the whole shape that's got a triangle. But if you do the same thing to the top and go to the other side over here, or this side over here, then you'll have a whole complete square. So that's a 90-degree angle. Like, so that is used for like when you're making pictures and all kinds of things. So math is used in all of creation. Anything you see out there has a particular shape, whether it's a tree, whether it's a branch, it has a particular shape and a particular length. Anything that you can see has a measurement. Even what I'm wearing, there's a measurement here. See, they measured this way, and even my lips are measured to a certain length. Now, one side may be different a little bit, that's which would be asymmetrical, means it's not the same. And then see, like my earrings here, see how they're shaped in sort of an oval shape. So math is seen in all things. So when you are thinking and you're thinking about math, and especially if you're someone that says to yourself that you really can't see the use of math in everything all the time, then think about the things that you see, the shapes that you see, and how they were shaped. Someone shaped naturally, like egg shapes. Eggs are natural from the hens and from the chickens, and then you have other natural shapes out there like the shape of avocado and shaped like maybe ring sort of, and banana shapes, apples, all of those kinds of things. And so I'm just simply saying that math is in everything. And like I say, why I may have a different definition for it, you can think of to yourself, what does math mean to you? How can you find a new definition for it if it's something that you have always felt, like, man, I don't really want to deal with math. Math is because people that are in drawing and art like that, they pretty much can know where math fit in. Some people who are in designing and architecture type stuff and all those things, see, they know math. They probably know it a little more than someone who's in the culinary skills, but the culinary skills also shows math because they, when they're arranging stuff on a plate, it has to be arranged neatly, so it use so much space, and everything, and then when they decorate it, they are creating, they create the designs, and so those will take certain spaces and certain shapes, and they have to know how those shapes fit together to make them look really pretty, appetizing, so people can have a desire to eat, because if you see something sometimes kind of messy, if you're like me, you're like, no, 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 I just no, 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 I don't want that. Thank you, but no, 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 that's okay. You know what I mean? So, I learned in culinary that when we are cooking, we want stuff to look kind of cute and, to have a appeal to that that we want it. That we, like, oh, that looks so delicious. I want some of that. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, so this is just, I just wanted to share that with you because I was so happy. I was when I figured out that I didn't need but one container for a medium sized watermelon. First time, my first. I'm excited about learning some more math, and I hope you guys are too. When you think about it, and everything. And I hope this helped you if you were one of those who felt really horrible against math. And when you're going someplace, you need to know how far it's going to be, how long it's going to take you to get there. Because we have help with all types of instruments like the GPS, the geographical uh, or instrument that is on some of the apps, and some people can buy well, some of us, all of us, if we choose to, can buy the little things that looks like phones, but they are just uh, uh, geographical mapping instruments for us. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for your time and everything. But I thought it was kind of important to share what I learned about math, and I've always, tried to work with it, but, some of it, sometimes you do think to yourself, what is this for? Why is this? It's because when we are trying to calculate something and we know the math, we know the formula, we know the steps in how to derive at what we are trying to accumulate or try to make or develop or do, then we're dealing in the math area. We'll be dealing with math. It's in everything almost. Just even like now, there's some talking here, and there's going to be some time space and how when it processes when I get ready to uh, publish it. This right here, when I get presented to you. So thank you again. Like I said, thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for your subscriptions. I believe in you. Thank you for believing in me. Have a great day. I love you. Bye bye.